Oh, shit.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. 55.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Oh, I missed him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The former Michigan State Spartan, the rookie Justin Lane, there to bat it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Eason. Cooper's got it. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Right there.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
You draw Parker. King.
Check, 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 check.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now this throw caught left side. That one good for 26 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Eason. That's caught by Hollister. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 2. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's Elliott. Shoves him away. Shedding through the defense. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Steelers nothing.
They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And Bailey able to knock it through. To 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Go, 60 Pittsburgh.
6-yard line.
On first down, Eason. It's caught. Cooper. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
10 yards on the pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Draw play, Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Now.
On the counter, Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Hey, echo.
On 3rd down, Eason. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger going. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Counter on 1st down, able to take this one forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down and 4, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's into the clear. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Bailey got the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. They find some open field. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20.
Oh, my
God. He takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, let's go!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger going top shelf. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. After the penalty, it's Elliott. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Go. 55. 55. Time to go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Johnson, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 198. Watch.
Look at me. Zipper.
Again, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Quick talk about it.
At the 18-yard line.
Ready? Get it.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Bailey got the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is An offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Quarter.
Let's go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
230. Show that bench release and go.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, high 7.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Let's go.
Check. Watch.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Roethlisberger will throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw again on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Check 3. 25.
Ready.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on third down, Eason. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on third down.
60 Pittsburgh.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Dallas, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, yeah. They can get to the death of the stamina. stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They reacting dead back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy.